Courtney, thank you so much for joining me today. You're in year 15, your second stint with the Sky. So much has changed for both you and this franchise. What does it feel like to be back where it all started?
It's this mix of feelings of like, it's familiar, it's home, but it's brand new at the same time. So, you know, I'm really excited and happy to be back. It feels right, like where I belong. And I'm really proud of where the franchise is heading and what they're doing and their commitment to this team and just the growth that I've seen.
And like you said, it's new team, new coaching staff. Do you feel like there was a adjustment period for you once you got back, like into training camp?
Yeah. I mean, even now, we're still kind of in that like new, we are kind of trying to figure it out. You know, we have a whole new roster, a whole new coaching staff, a brand new coaching staff. So everybody's trying to figure out what we're good at, where this thing is going. And there's going to be some bumps along the way, but I think we're really turning a corner and kind of starting to figure it out.
You guys have the Fever on Saturday. It was a little struggle when you guys first saw them, but you know, that's in the back mirror now. Coming into Saturday, they may be without Caitlin Clark. Do you feel like you guys have an advantage of this matchup ahead?
Well, I mean, this is still a very good basketball team. Of course, they are different without Caitlin Clark. There's just no denying that. I think they would be the first to admit it. You know, when you take out a big piece like that, they're a different team. But this is a very good, capable team. So I think it's most important that we don't take them lightly or think that this is going to be a different game because Caitlin's not in. You know, they handed it to us the first game, and so, you know, that alone should fire us up being ready to compete next game.
And then Saturday, you're going to be playing at the United Center, the first WNBA game to be played there. Knowing how much history comes with the United Center, and could you kind of think back to when you first got to Chicago? You're playing at Allstate Arena, and now you're going to be at the UC. How happy are you to see this happening for the franchise and the W as a whole?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's amazing. Like you said, it's such a storied history at the United Center. Obviously, the Bulls have won many championships. Such a great place for the city. The fans, I think it'll be so incredible, not only for us, but the fans to be able to see a WNBA game in the United Center.
And when I started the interview, I mentioned that a lot has changed for you over the last 2 seasons. Motherhood, you recently became a mom. Welcome to the Mom Club.
Thank you.
How are things going for you, balancing your job and being mom?
Yeah, it's a trip, that's for sure. Definitely being a mom is a full-time job. I think being an athlete is a full-time job. Luckily, we have a lot of support. My wife is a rock star, and she's just taking this motherhood thing with such grace, and so that makes it a little bit easier for me to be able to just really focus on this. But when I'm home, I'm just focusing on that. You have to find balance, and it's very similar. It's a lot of ups and downs.
Great.
But I love it. I'm loving the journey.
Amazing. And I'm sure motherhood may look a little differently for you than you imagine, having lost your mom last year. But you've done an amazing job keeping her legacy alive. And even though she's not here physically, I'm sure you feel her spirit every day. If she was here today, what do you think she'd say about how you're tackling motherhood?
It's giving me the chills. I think she would be really proud of me. I learned from the best. I mean, I always tell everybody my mom was she was my world, and she took motherhood with that was her #1 priority, and so that's something that she taught me is Jana is going to be first in my world forever, and I think she would be proud of that.
Your daughter has a lot to be proud of. You and 𝗬𝗏, leading scorers in this franchise. You recently passed your wife. What was that moment like for you, being at Wintrust, hearing the crowds roar, and was there a little bit of rivalry back at home?
Yes and no. I think that she was obviously very happy and proud of me to pass her. No one likes to have their record broken, right? It's not a fun thing, but she did celebrate me. I mean, we obviously had a great 10 or so years together here. A lot of my points wouldn't have been able without her, and vice versa. So we understand that we're sharing this record, but what a cool moment was for me to be at home with her in the crowd, our daughter on our chest. You can't write that up any better.
Absolutely not. And now you're the franchise's leading scorer, an assist, steals, field goals made, minutes played. The list goes on and on with your accolades. But now that you're in year 15, what are you still setting out to accomplish?
I want to be the best leader and teammate I can be. That's really why I came back here, is I want to make sure that this franchise is heading in the right direction always. I wanted to be a part of, the youth that they have here, that they're building around, and just helping them guide that. So, and that's just every single day being a great leader and a great teammate.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Back to
Appreciate
you
that.
guys.